In the early 1950s, the Korean War left the peninsula in ruins. Cities were flattened, industries were non-existent, and the country possessed almost zero natural resources to rebuild with. The population was pushed to the absolute brink of poverty. Fast forward to today, and that same landmass is a different world. Seoul is a neon-lit, hyper-connected metropolis that routinely ranks among the most technologically advanced places on Earth. South Korea now dictates global trends in advanced semiconductor manufacturing. They're deploying autonomous robotics, pioneering nationwide 5G networks, and aggressively scaling artificial intelligence infrastructure. This rapid transformation is known as the Han River Miracle. Because the government couldn't rely on oil or gold to fund an economic turnaround, they leaned on their only available resource, human capital. They realized that a highly educated, meticulously trained workforce could manufacture wealth out of nothing. But a society engineered for high-speed growth creates a distinct friction. This hyper-advanced infrastructure is maintained through a level of human endurance that few other nations could sustain. South Korea's progress required a highly specific type of worker. The national education system was aggressively tailored towards STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, designed to systematically churn out elite engineers and technical specialists. That system operates on immense pressure. When the regular school day ends, many students immediately transition to private after-school academies, known as hagwons, where they continue studying late into the night. The resulting academic environment leaves almost no room for free time. Students experience severe burnout and deep mental health strain, driven by a cultural expectation that falling behind academically results in permanent social exile. The national output effectively relies on the highly compressed intellectual labor of its youth, extracted through years of unrelenting pressure. The state's economic blueprint was executed by massive industrial conglomerates called chaebols. Giants like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG function as the heavy machinery of the economy, executing the government's vision across electronics, shipbuilding, and construction. South Korea pours roughly 5% of entire GDP directly into research and development, ensuring they build the next generation of tech hardware. But this diagram also shows the top 5 chaebols control a staggering percentage of the national GDP. Commanding the lion's share of funding, it becomes nearly impossible for independent startups to compete. For the average adult, this translates into an intense daily grind. Securing a position inside one of these few megacorporations is widely viewed as the only guaranteed path to financial stability and a comfortable middle-class life. The chaebols are the engine of South Korea's global dominance, yet they have built a society where a tiny fraction of corporate titans dictates the economic fate of millions. South Korea treats its culture as an engineered economic arm, specifically designing Hallyu, the Korean wave, to capture global markets. By deliberately scaling the international reach of K-pop groups, high-production K-dramas, and cosmetics, the government generates massive surges in global tourism and soft power. They took creative output and meticulously optimized it, building a highly calculated global industry that rivals their tech sector in sheer international influence. While the smart cities are highly efficient, the cost of living inside them is soaring. In tech hubs like Seoul, residents face a severe housing crisis, where space is extremely limited and rent is consistently exorbitant. Combine that extreme cost of living with the grueling daily competition, and the societal math breaks down. This graph reveals the stark reality. South Korea currently holds the lowest birth rate of any nation on Earth. As the birth rate plummets, the population rapidly ages. The country is now facing a future where a severely shrinking youth workforce will struggle to financially support an immense and vulnerable elderly demographic. By optimizing every aspect of their society for technological and economic perfection, they inadvertently engineered an environment too hostile for basic human reproduction. South Korea is living proof that a nation can pull itself from total ruin to global dominance through a ruthless, calculated focus on education and industry.
But to secure their long-term survival, their next major innovation cannot be a faster microchip. They have to find a way to balance their intense technological drive with baseline human well-being. True advancement is ultimately measured by the long-term sustainability, health, and happiness of the society that builds it. When you weigh the incredible innovation against the human cost, is South Korea truly the world's most advanced country? Or would you give that title to the US, Japan, or somewhere else? Let me know your thoughts down below.